What is up? What is up, gamers? Welcome to the end of the year. Whatever kind of year that was. It's your boy Burger Dog. Back with another bi-yearly upload. I realized I didn't have anything like I have concepts of a plan for new videos, but I didn't want to close this year out on a video back in like October or whenever I uploaded that stupid thing. So I'm here to do a little bit of a different idea that I had. This is a tier list of all the different games that I played in 2025. Now it's not like it's not like only games that came out in 2025. It's games that I played in 2025. Like if I played Earthbound this year, then it would have been here. But Earthbound did not come out this year. If it did, it would have been Game of the Year. You may notice that Expedition 33 and Silksong and all the other stuff is not on here. That's because I'm not a real gamer. But you know, I hope you guys had a good Christmas and stuff, and I just wanted to have a little bit of fun before the year ends. So let's get into this one at a time here, starting with Super Mario Party Jamboree. Oh, by the way, this is going in like order of the like months I played them. So like this is like January and February, and March, April and stuff, all the way up to December. So, Super Mario Party Jamboree. I forgot that I played this game this year. I played this game like 3 times, and I mean it's fun, you know. It's Mario Party. It's a better Mario Party than I've played in recent memory. My favorite, by the way, my favorite Mario Party is Mario Party 8. If you need a general indictment on my character, my favorite Mario Party is Mario Party 8, so you should never... I mean, I'm gonna get strung up and tortured soon for that opinion, but you know, it's whatever. Super Mario Party, Jamboree... I had fun with it. I just never played it again. I don't know. Competitive games aren't just really my thing. I don't know. It'd have to be a really funny game for me to get, you know, the attention. Oh, by the way, this list does not include like games that are meant to be played forever without a definitive end. No games like that are on here. So even though I played like Gmod and Lethal Company this year, they're not on here. Because like Lethal Company was my game of 2024. I first played in 2024, but it's not gonna be on here, you know. So Mario Party Jamboree is a C, because it's, you know, B is the average here. Well, no, it's not below average. It's not. It's an average game. By the way, S is great. Or sorry, no, hold on. B is average, A is good, S is great, C is below average, and D is bad. Yeah. So this game's average. You know, it's what I didn't play it enough to get a full opinion on it, so that's my fault really, but that's just how I feel about it. So you know, it's whatever. Okay, next up, Lisa the Painful. This game is fantastic. I love this game. I've never played an RPG Maker game before, unless you count Undertale, which is it's like the skin of a, or is it RPG Maker? If it is RPG Maker, it's like, so no, it's Game Maker. No, I'm getting it wrong. It's Game Maker. No, my bad. This is a RPG Maker game. A really good one at that. I've never played a side-scrolling RPG before, and it's so much fun. Like, the story is great, the characters are great. I love how insane everything is, but it works with the emotional aspects of it a lot. You're definitely in a cool fantasy world. Let's say fantasy. You're in a cool fantasy world, but that is in an apocalypse. it's really a fun thing. And I like it a lot. So it's S tier. I like the combat. The dial system is pretty cool. My team was Brad, Brad, Bo, Jack, and Carp. I like those guys. They're really good. Those are cool. I don't know if they're good or not. It's just the team I wanted. And yeah, next up was the DLC for Lisa the Painful, Lisa the Joyful, and this game's good. You know, it's a DLC. It's not gonna be, you know, it's not the Shadow of the Erd Tree for RPG Maker Lisa, but it's still good, right? The main, like, the action command for the, like, Buddy's main attack is insane. I think I hit the perfect for that maybe 8 times throughout the whole, like, 7 hours of the game. It was insane, but I liked it. It was fun. It was fun. Next up, Cassette Beasts. This, should I do with this? Yeah, bottom of us. Cassette Beasts is a lot of fun. Cassette Beasts is a great game. I first played it in 2024. Oh, did I ever explain that these are the games I played in 2025 and beaten in 2025? That's what, like, I could have started it in 2024, and if I beat it this year, it's gonna be on here. Excuse me. I first played this game in 2024, and then I came back to it in March of this year to really ham it out, and I 100%ed this game. It was great. I have every achievement. I did the DLC and stuff. I've gotten everything in the game, and it's a lot of fun. You know, that's really all I can say. The combat's a lot of great. The only problem for me is that it got a little bit too easy, because you can have, like, the Arbiters of Hell on your team in this game, and I did, and it's really great in that way, but also easy. It makes it a little bit too easy for, like, the train. I did that with a buddy of mine, my buddy Rara. I did the train a few times, and each time it got progressively easier, and it was, you know, it was whatever, you know. But this game is great. I would recommend it. MiSide. Yeah, you can go here. MiSide is, it was weird. I remember when I first played it, I described it to my friends like it's like a WarioWare. It's like a 3D first-person WarioWare that shifts genres every, like, section of gameplay. It's weird, right? It's like there's like at the end there's like a section that reminded me of, like, Crash Bandicoot side-scrolling sections. It was weird, but the game's fun. There's a section in there that was like a reference to PT. I liked the 2D Mita. She's a cute girl. Which all of her is a cute girl. So that's pretty cool. I had fun with it. I fully completed that too. I'm wondering. I think they said that they were gonna make an expansion for it, but so I'm still waiting on that, I guess. But, you know, it was fun. It was fun. Have I even said any of? No, I have said negatives to these stuff. Yeah. Okay. Resident Evil 5. This game is dumb fun. Like, it's, you know, it's the start of the, you know, it's a piss filter era video game, and it's also like the start of the downfall of action-oriented Resident Evil in the middle of the series. But that's it. It's so much fun, dude. But it's only that much fun if you play it with a friend who is also as equally as, like, silly, as you will put it like that. It is truthfully some of the most fun I've had with a multiplayer game, and it's only co-op. You know, it's. I get why they did it, dude. This formula is fantastic for co-op. It's not a very scary game, right? This is action Resident Evil, not horror Resident Evil, so it's way less scary and more like Chris Redfield punching people, you know, and Sheva doing the roundhouse kicks or whatever. It's a lot of fun, and I liked it a lot. I have to play Resident Evil 6 soon, just to see if they like expanded on that or not. But Resident Evil 5 is a lot of fun if you're playing it with another person. I have not played it on my own, which I imagine that's like a worse way to play the game. But you know, if you're playing Resident Evil 5, I highly recommend you play it with a friend or someone at least, because it's so much fun. And it's so funny. It's you know, it's what you know. All right, next up, Balatro. I know I'm like almost 2 years late on this game, but oh my gosh, dude, this game. Oh my gosh. It is worth every ounce of praise it gets. I wish it won Game of the Year 2024. I don't own a PS5. I haven't played Astrobot. This game deserved everything it ever got. Balatro, man, it's so like, it's so like, on the surface it's kind of like simple for like a roguelike. You know, this is like the only roguelike I played this year or like ever. I don't like roguelikes a lot, but this one's so fun. The Joker system is fantastic, and the base system is fantastic too. The Joker system just, like, you know, it molts it by like 40 times. It's genius. I love this game. I did not do Golden Stake on every deck or a lot of the challenges, but that's not, you know, that's if I was gonna do that, I could do that, but it's still like, even then it's still a fantastic game, even if you don't go out of your way to do all of the stuff, you know. So, you know, it's great. Next up, Sonic Riders. Technically, I played that like fan version of this. It was like Sonic Riders Championship Edition or whatever. I think that has a little bit different mechanics and stuff, but I did play the base version a little bit too. So I'm just gonna judge it as one. This game is fun. This game is one of the most like different racing games. I think it's the most different racing game I've ever played. It's very inventive with its mechanics. To a greater degree and a lesser degree than what it was striving for, I feel. Because sometimes it feels absolutely loopy-doopy in my panuni to play this game. It's like, it's dip fun, you know? And then sometimes it's like, it's not fun. I mean, that kind of depends on like the track design and stuff, because that's like the whole thing of a racing game, but it's you know, it's fun. It's fun. That's what a game should be. All of these games are fun, even, you know, the lowest one so far, Jamboree. It's only average. You know, it's fun. Sonic Riders. I think, you know, no, this game is better than I think. Yeah, there we go. Sonic Riders is a lot of fun, and I liked it a lot. It Takes Two. So you may notice that Split Fiction came out. It's not here. We played It Takes Two instead. Oh, I wonder why. It Takes Two was Game of the Year of what? 2023? No, 2022. I think it was 2022. Yeah, this is the one, bro. That game is in the same boat as Resident Evil 5. It's a ton of fun with another person. In fact, that's like the only way you can experience the game is with another person. The platforming is fantastic. Every like mechanic makes it even stronger as a game. And there's like, I don't think there's a single mechanic that brings it down necessarily. I played it with I played it with my buddy Gabe, like I did with Resident Evil 5, and there was that like fight you do with the squirrel on the plane. He was getting his like whole body rocked by that squirrel. He was about to get like fatality'd by that thing if he didn't lock in, and he did. You know, so props to him. I wish I had a clip of it, but I don't think I do. I would show it absolutely, because he deserves all the I'm joking. But yeah, this game's fun. This game's fun. The storyline's a divorce, so it's relatable to me in like 2 ways. Wow. Yeah, so this game's gonna get a solid. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna. Yeah, it's lower than Resident Evil 5 because Resident Evil 5 has guns in it, and it's like, it's also like it's a funny irony game. Well, this one's like a great breezy, it's this one's more. This one, I think there's a reason this one game of the year Resident Evil 5 didn't, but I think I did enjoy Resident. I thought this game was more fun than this, but it's still whatever. Okay. I know I said that I wasn't gonna count games that are meant to be played forever, but I did technically start playing this in 2025, so I'm gonna count it here. VRChat. This game is great if you want to go to a virtual strip club and not get any action. I mean, it's VRChat. If you just go to places and you meet people who are either embarrassing or normal, or a mix of both. It's kind of like if you made Tumblr into a video game. That's what VRChat is. It just depends on what tags you go to. That's the worlds. So VR, it's I've played with my friends. It's fun with friends, right? I met, what was his name? I met John Pork. What was his name? Was his name just like King Chungus? The dude from the Minecraft movie, whatever his name was. General Chungus. Was that it? I think that was it. That guy. I met him in a Minecraft world, and we also encountered a Nazi symbol. Prosperous. So I'm going to give VRChat a below average. It's whatever. It depends on the people who play it, and the people who play it either deserve to be crucified and burnt or given like $100. So it's whatever. Okay, big boy incoming. Devil May Cry 3: Dante's Awakening is not just one of the best video games of all time. It's the best video game. This game is insane. I don't know why I have never given it a shot in my entire life, but I did, and it's so much fun. It is so much fun to play as this dude Dante and just kill everything. It is so much fun. The mechanics feel so great to grasp. The platforming is horrible. It's so great. I love Devil May Cry 3 so much. The bosses are the highlight, I feel. Or no, not even. No. It's a combat game. It's some of the bosses are the highlights, and some of them are some of the worst designed bosses in history. Dante is a great character. Every character in this game is fantastic. By the way, they got like the perfect voice actors for this game. When I hear Dante in this game, that is Dante. That is him. That is literally him. And Lady, that's her. That's Virgil, that's him. Arkham's him. Jester's him. It's a whole party in there, dude. Every weapon is insanely fun. Every gun is very fun. Devil Trigger's great. It's Devil May Cry. If you have never played it, you have to play Devil May Cry 3. It's such a fun game. I have an entire video I'm making about a challenge I did for this game. That's maybe gonna be my next one. So look out for that. Subscribe, like, huge recommend. I cannot recommend this game enough. It's so good. All right, next up, Terraria. I played this game for a little bit with my buddies. We didn't complete it. We're probably gonna get back to that one day. But it's fun. You know, it's. I think I haven't had. My friends have played it first before me, so I don't know anything about it. I think is it not like confusing? I feel like you'd have to use a. I feel like if I was playing this game on my own, I feel like I'd have to use a wiki to understand anything. I'm not the kind of person who has to play every game without a wiki, right? I mean, I try to minimalize that, of course, but if there's like a blue orb I don't know where to get in DMC3, I'm gonna look that up because I'm not gonna have fun trying to look for that myself, you know. In Terraria, I feel would be like kind of like that if I wasn't playing with people who've already played the game. But since I did play it with other people, it was a lot of fun. I made my guy Dante and my buddy Cookie did Virgil. Shout out. So Terraria is going bottom of A. Next up, Devil May Cry 1. I know that people say that this is another one of the big DMC hitters alongside DMC3 and DMC5. I have to be honest though, I don't really see it that way. And that is completely my fault. I will take that because I decided to play DMC3 first. I know it's generally said that I saw someone say that you should play the games in chronological order, and I generally support that. But DMC3 was just so much fun. The style system in the game is insane. And Devil May Cry 1 doesn't put a lot of emphasis on the style system. It's still just like a beat 'em up, where at this point in DMC it wasn't a style fest. It was more just a blood fest, right? And like that's fun, but I loved doing combos in DMC3 and DMC1 you can kind of do that, but the moves are so stilted from one to another that it kind of ruins the momentum for me. Dante's still fun, you know. He's not as brash or as Dante-ish as I'd like him to be in like DMC3 or whatever, but he's still fun. He's a cool guy. I like what's his name? Hey, how did I forget it? Mundus. I like Mundus. Mundus is a fun guy. The OST names for this. Oh, by the way, I haven't even been mentioning music. Jesus. In Super Mario Party Jamboree, my top song on Nintendo Music was Western Land 2 from Mario Jamboree. Pretty much all of the games, I think, have impeccable soundtracks. I can't remember the one from MiSide, and I can't remember anything from Resident Evil 5 or It Takes Two. But other than that, these games have great soundtrack. And DMC1 has a good soundtrack. I loved. DMC3's soundtrack is on. DMC3 has the best video game soundtrack. But you know, it's whatever. DMC1 has a great soundtrack too. But the funniest thing about it, is the OST names for DMC1 are insane. It's like there's one called Bloody Wound or Bloody Liver. There's Peeing Blood. It was there's songs called Pubic Enemy or whatever. Pubic Enemy. They're all sexual, I guess. Maybe sensual. They're weird. That just adds to it even more. You can definitely tell that this is the first one. It's fun. I just probably should have played it before DMC3. But that being said, I think I enjoyed it more than Terraria. Next up, DMC2. No one should play DMC2. Real gamers should skip DMC2. That being said, I did not because I started to love this franchise this year. So I didn't skip it. And I would say that is a mistake because I think it wasted my time more than it did anything helpful for it. Because, what even happens in this game? Dante is not himself at all. I think the coin flip thing is kind of him. The thing where he, both sides are heads, so that always means that he helps. I think that's cool. I think that's him. But why would he do that in a way that's like makes people like not like him or distrust him? Is that a part of his strategy? I just don't get that. If I was Dante, I'd like to try to get everyone on my side because I'm such a cool, charismatic guy. That would just be me though. This game is full of nothing burger characters. The atmosphere, I didn't really get down with that. It's I don't know. It's way too easy too. I want to do Dante Must Die in Devil May Cry 3, but it's so hard that I'm afraid of it. Honestly, I genuinely think if I played Dante Must Die in Devil May Cry 2, it would be laughably, like, easily the worst experience in a game I could play. So what are the positives? But the story is completely incoherent. I don't know if I'm just too zoomered, dopamine brained. So I have every time a cutscene comes, I have to get on my phone. No, it's. I genuinely didn't understand what was going on. I had to look it up on the wiki after I played it to understand what was going on. And that just lessens it even more because it felt like I was doing nothing. It felt like there was no reason for doing what Dante was doing for the whole game. I know that guy, the weird white guy with, sorry, not the white, the guy in the white suit was evil. He looked like Heihachi from Tekken, I think. But you know, he didn't do anything. There's nothing. I thought that the idea of having like infested, like sort of like biologically alive machines was cool, like the infested tanks or whatever, or like the infested chopper. I thought that was a cool idea. Except the infested chopper is one of the worst boss fights in any game. Because you want to know what happens in the infested chopper boss fight? You just shoot it takes an embarrassingly long amount of time to shoot that thing dead, and that's the only thing you can do. In Devil May Cry, the series where melee combat is the most fun thing ever, you just have to shoot. And that's the reason for the whole game. Ebony and Ivory in DMC2 is infamously overpowered. That's what makes the game so easy. Especially in DT. Or sorry, Devil Trigger for those normies. It's exactly like that. So no, don't play Devil May Cry 2. Okay, next up, Sorcery. I did play this game. That's all I can really say. No, it's Sorcery. It's like a build your own adventure that was converted into a video game, and I like it, right? But I guess I played through the first two chapters or whatever, and then I kind of stopped in the middle of chapter 3 not because I wasn't having fun. It was just I wanted to focus on things that I knew would bring me greater enjoyment, right? But Sorcery was like, you know, simple combat system, very simple. Sort of in-depth magic for events and stuff. The Mantis dude was horrifying. I don't know what that thing was. But yeah, it's whatever. I didn't like that part of chapter 2 where it was like a loop and I had no idea what to do. Which ended in me almost like getting demolished. But other than that, you know, it was fun, I guess. So Sorcery is going in C. Next up, DMC Devil May Cry, otherwise known as the DMC reboot. Now, I did not finish this game. I'm considering doing it one day. It's not bad. I'll say that. It's not bad. I wouldn't ever I don't know. I wouldn't ever market this game as Devil May Cry. I'd market it as it's a different thing, because the aesthetic of it is different from Devil May. I know it's a reboot, but the aesthetic of it is different from Devil May Cry. They made Dante a completely different guy, which, by the way, I don't really have a problem with him personally. I don't get why people dislike him, other than that he's the Dante of this game. I understand that, right? I don't like him being Dante Sparta, but as his own guy, I think he's fine. I don't think he's too edgy. I think he's the perfect fit for a protagonist of this type of game. But he's not Dante, right? So I guess that's where the big criticism comes in. Virgil is not Virgil either. I think he's fine too, though. The combat is great. That is a great part of this. I didn't expect it to be like you press down different buttons and it does different weapon attacks, even instead of weapon switching. That's always the one thing I heard that was great about this game, was the combat, and it is a great combat system. I will admit, it's a lot of fun. It's very flashy, but other than that, I mean, it's whatever. Excuse me. So I'm gonna put this below Mario Party Jamboree. Okay, next up, Hollow Knight. This is not Silksong. You might be asking, why didn't you play Silksong? I don't know. I wasn't ready to play it. I wasn't one of the guys who was absolutely fiending for it, you know. I'll get around to it. Don't worry. But also, I did not start Hollow Knight this year. I started it in like 2023, and I was like on and off of it for a few years, or I guess it's 2024, and then this year. But it's great. It's obviously it's a great indie game, right? Great Metroidvania. That's like the only Metroidvania I played this year. I don't really like that. I don't like how like every indie game is either a roguelike or a Metroidvania. It peeves me to no end. I mean, it's a generalized statement, and it's obviously not, like, people are gonna point out that I'm like wrong. I understand, right? But it's Hollow Knight. So what I did this year was I finished the main story, and I did Grim Troop, and I did God Home, and it's a fun game. I can't remember everything about it. The exploration is great, combat's great, the knight is a little dude, that's great. The soundtrack is fantastic. So yeah, it's, I think if I finished this game when I was first playing it, I would have loved it a lot more. But since I did the stupidest thing imaginable, where I got burnt out for some reason, and I just never got around to playing it again until this year, it kind of diminished it for me. So I'm gonna put it at the top of A. There. Okay. Yeah. It's a great game though. Don't get me wrong. Next up, Deltarune. It's not the full game, obviously. It's only chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. But Deltarune's also fantastic game. I love Undertale. I love Deltarune. Obviously, it's got that Toby Fox style. So that's like the main. That's not the main reason you play it. The main reason, combat's great. The new system in this game. Well, it's not. The modified Undertale system in this game is great. The characters are fun. It's Deltarune. I love Deltarune. I will say, I didn't really care for Chapter 4, and I know that's a hot take. Because originally I didn't care for Chapter 3, but after I replayed it for Snowgrave and stuff, I really started to love Chapter 3. But something about like the chapel, like the dark chapel aesthetic of Chapter 4 just didn't really do it for me. The story was good in Chapter 4, don't get me wrong. That's like the main thing about Chapter 4. It's the story beats in it and stuff, and Gerson. But other than, it's Jacksepticeye called Gerson Greston one time, and I think about it a lot. But it's whatever. It's still great. Task Manager. So Deltarune is gonna go above, or should it go? Oh, no, it's gonna go right here. Yeah, that's good. Next up, Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. This game was good. This game was one of those. What do you call those games? A hit indie game, like whenever a popular like hot indie game comes out, like FNAF or Slender Man or whatever those types of games are. There's a reason this originally was like that, because it's fun. The weirdness of it and all that. The quiet sadness of Mario Galaxy. The spin on the like visual novel anime tropes and stereotypes and stuff that's a lot of fun. Which one was the one who got hit? I think it was Natsuki, the one with pink hair. Not the one. It's the. That makes it sound like I wasn't invested. I was invested in the characters with this game. I was just making a. I was trying to find a funny word to say. I do like the characters in this game a lot. I played this game almost all the way through. Well, no, I finished the main thing. I forgot to do all the side stories, which I'm gonna get to at some point. Because I think it adds a lot. I did the first few and it added a lot to it, the characters. So I'm gonna get to that. But yeah, it's great. I saw that they added this game to mobile recently. What a way! That would be a great way. What a way to experience this game, dude. So this is gonna go. I think I'll put it right here. Mario Kart World. Oh boy. Now, first off, I have to say this game is not worth $80. If you played this game, you have to agree that this game is not worth $80. That being said, I think it is a great game. I'm gonna say it. I think it is. I'm not like one of you annoying Mario Kart Wii people. I'm sorry. One of you. I'm not. Sorry. I'm not like this. People are so weird about this game. They never try to break it down like here's what's good about it and here's what's not so good about it. They're always like extremes of opposite ends. It's always like this game is the pinnacle of kart racing, and the other side is like this is the worst thing Nintendo has ever made. And no, dude, you have to analyze it in the middle. You can't just be like a bitch about this game. You have to look at it you have to look at it what's good and what's bad. And what's good about it is, it's Mario Kart, it's fun. The new tricks, the new tricking style, the new tricking style, the hop you can do, the rail grinding, the wall riding. That's fun. That's why the speedrun strats for the tracks are so like cool. It's because you can do all the new cool stuff. Great big roster with a bunch of cool cosmetics. Oh my god. The best thing about this game is the soundtrack. The soundtrack of this game is if this was like a $30 album you could buy on the eShop, I think I would call that my game of the year. Honest, I'm being serious. I think this game has the best soundtrack of the year. What won at the Game Awards? It was probably Expedition 33 because it won at everything else, like a stupid Invader game for Invader idiots, generative AI game. But I love the soundtrack. The soundtrack for this game is so good. I want to make a Google Doc that's just all my favorite songs from this game. It's probably going to be like 200 songs long, but it is an incredible soundtrack. It looks good. Game looks great. And then, the not so good stuff. Sometimes the tracks are a little stilted in how they're laid out. Like Chaka Mountain is it's barely a mountain. It's like a artificial mountain. It's not. I don't care for the Charge and Shuck theming either. I don't particularly care for free roam. Free roam is not very fleshed out. Basically, what they did was they put a bunch of P-switches and the question mark panels and the peach medallions everywhere. That's all they really did. I mean, they're in some pretty inventive places sometimes, but sometimes they're like just like right there or whatever. You know, it's like whatever. That being said, I did 100% this game. I 100%ed. I got all the P-switches. I got all the peach medallions. I got all the question mark panels. I got I got the 3-star first places on every CC for every cup, and then also that for mirror mode. And I also got all the stickers, except for like the ones where you have to race like 50,000 times. I'm not gonna grind for that because it's basically 100% in my mind, because I know that I can just get back on the game and do that at any time. So you know. But I wouldn't say, is it the best Mario Kart? Looking at it, probably not. But it is nowhere near the worst Mario Kart, guys. Because Mario Kart Super Circuit, you know, Super Mario Kart, even though Mario Kart 7 is my favorite, Mario Kart 7 is worse than this game, I'd have to say. Base Mario Kart 8 might, you know, it's whatever. But this is not the worst Mario Kart game. This game is better than Mario Kart 64. So that's why it's gonna go top of A tier. I like the game a lot. I did enjoy playing it a lot. Pokémon Friends. No one should play this game. I'll put it above DMC2 because unlike DMC2, there is characters in this game, and that's the Pokemon. It's just a bunch of mini games that are like, it's like Brain Age or whatever, right? It's like Brain Age but Pokemon, sort of. And I paid $40 for this game, dog. I like Pokemon. I like Pokemon a lot, and you know, don't play it. It's just a bunch of mini games for you to craft Pokemon dolls and then put them in a room. I can do that in real life, and it'd probably be more fun, despite how bad I am at everything. So yeah, that's probably where I'm gonna end that section. There's like human characters in it too. There's like a whole like quest system that I don't care about, because it's not crazy it's not like crazy dialogue or anything. It's not like Deltarune dialogue. It's like, hello, can I please have a Chimchar plush? And then you go and you give them the Chimchar plush. So it's whatever. Pokemon White 2. Does that say Pokemon White 3? That's not a game. No, that's a 2. Okay. Pokemon White 2. I have not played this game all the way through. I'm going to. I'm only at like but last time I played it, I had just gotten to like not the first route. It was it's like the route you go to after you do the farm at the beginning of the game. It's like to the left of the town you start in. It's like where Alder like hops down from the big mountain, the cliff, and then he talks to you, and then you're on your way. That's where I stopped playing. I'm gonna pick it back up. I'm going to do that very soon. That's probably gonna be the next thing I do after I make that DMC3 video, or while I make that. But I'm gonna use this as an excuse to talk about Pokemon White 1, because I'm pretty sure these games are similar in sort, at least, because this game's using the same mechanics and stuff as Pokemon White 1, sorry, Black and White 1. So I'm gonna talk about that now. Pokemon White 1 was a lot of fun. I like Pokemon. Like I said, I love Pokemon, and it was a great Pokemon experience. I will say the leveling scale of White kind of annoyed me, because I did have to. I had to grind at one point. And that's not because I was running from every battle or whatever. It's just genuinely I just kind of needed to grind, I felt. Like that, like the level cap on Hydreigon to get to to actually get to the Hydreigon evolution is insane. I don't know what level of thinking that was, but But you know, it's whatever. Other than that, it's a lot of fun. The story is more like audacious. Is that the word? The story is more colorful. It's more something than the other Pokemon games that I know of. So you know, it's up there. So if this game's anything like that, I'm going to rate it as at least bottom of S tier. I'm saying it. Okay, next up, Peak. This is this year's Lethal Company. Nothing else that was Lethal Company adjacent came out this year. Huh. Wouldn't that be something? So I only played this game once. I'll be honest. I wanted to get back into it. I'm just afraid of asking. Jesus, I'm so stupid. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot more in depth than I thought it'd be, for some reason. Because like Lethal Company's in depth, right? But it's not like you have to have a master's degree to understand everything in Lethal Company. The Peak is kind of like if Lethal Company crossed over with Terraria mechanics to me. Because like if I didn't have a friend there who had already played the game, I wouldn't have understood what I was doing at all. And I understand that's a bit of the joy of it, but you know, it's whatever. It isn't how I played the game. I thought it was a lot of fun. I genuinely enjoyed the mechanics. Our first run ended when we both like fell down a volcanic crater and we bashed our heads in. That was great. So it's fun, right? You know, I'm gonna rate it as I'm gonna rate it right here. I know I only played it once, but it's still a very fun game. I can recognize that. Next up, Kirby Star-Crossed World. I'm not counting the Forgotten Land half of the game, or the 95% of the game, because we played that when the year that it came out, which was like 2022 or 2023, I think. I play it with my brother, who is one of the worst gamers. He's one of the He's himself. And the first time I played I wasn't the one playing Kirby, by the way. So maybe it can be argued, and it probably is true, that I didn't have the fullest experience of this game that I could have gotten. Because I played as Bandana Waddle Dee. And the first time I played the game, I thought, you know, okay, this is fun, right? And then by the time we got to, like, Original, the Wasteland, I was like, okay, this is alright. Because I think the monotony of having the same moveset for the entire game was starting to get to me. Because as Kirby, you know, you can upgrade your copy abilities. You can switch to different copy abilities. You know, that's what makes it Kirby. That's what makes it fun. So originally, when we beat Forgotten Land, I thought that it was just not the most fun game, but in this new context, that's entirely my fault because I played as Bandana Waddle Dee. But when we played this DLC, I was like, okay, this is fun, because it's not a very long DLC. It's like only a couple levels that are in depth. You know, it's a good DLC, but it was fun. Because it was shorter, I was like, okay, I can get behind Bandana Waddle Dee's moveset this time around. Because it's not an entire game where I only do the same few moves. And that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. So I'm going to... Also, the music was good. So I'm going to put this... right here. Okay, next up, Donkey Kong Bananza. If I fully played this game like I was intending to, and I intend to, I would probably say it might be... It would be underneath DMC3 for Game of the Year for me. Because it is a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. I mean, it's a ridiculous amount of fun you can have in this game just by punching things. As Donkey Kong, you literally go monkey. You turn your monkey mode on. It's great. That's what makes Donkey Kong Donkey Kong. The music's good. mechanic, the climbing and stuff. It's such a great evolution from Odyssey to see this team go through. I played through the lagoon. I played through the starting mining place, and I did the lagoon layer, and then I did what was the other one layer called? The layer after that was called like it was the grass layer or whatever, right? It was like the verdant layer. I don't know. It was like the foggy, like wet grass layer. It was like all like, it was kind of flat and stuff. And then when I got to the canyon layer, I think I stopped playing the game for some stupid. I'm mentally ill, dude. I don't know. I just lose focus and energy on games sometimes, man. I'm sorry. It was a lot of fun though. I am gonna get back to it. So Donkey Kong Bananza is gonna go right here. Okay, next up, Baldur's Gate 3. I am 2 years late to this. And after 30 hours of gameplay, I realized that this was not the game for me. If you don't know, or I don't think I've ever even said this, my favorite game of all time is Miitopia for Nintendo 3DS and Nintendo Switch. Which is the most embarrassing thing about me, I know. But the way I saw Baldur's Gate 3, it was like, okay, this is a more advanced form of Miitopia that I've never tried out before. So I thought it could be really cool in that way, right? I think the mechanics are just too complicated for me to fully enjoy. That's the main thing for me. I just feel like every time I play the game, I have fun, right? But then I eventually am like, okay, well, I get like trapped in a web of like, from what I played, the characters were good, you know. It won Game of the Year for a reason, I'm sure. I just lost focus because I knew that if I played the game for anymore, I wasn't having the maximum amount of fun I could have been during the game because I just don't think it's the kind of game for me. I don't think that kind of gameplay is for me. So, you know, I'm sorry, Baldur's Gate 3, but you're gonna go like right here. Dead by Daylight. Oh boy. Once again, this is a game that's never meant to be stopped being played. I just played it this year, so I'm including it. It's Dead by Daylight. That's it. You know, it has a very malicious gameplay loop that's designed to not be fun, but I only ever play this game when I'm with my friends, and that makes it a lot more fun. I have to admit. So that's like the main reason I enjoy the game, because I'm with my friends when I play it. You know, Survivor's fun, Killer's fun, right? For me, at least. Excuse me. So yeah, anyone who has played this game will tell you that it is very much Dead by Daylight. So, you know, it's like you're gonna go. It's like Dead by Daylight. When I play Dead by Daylight, it's like I'm gonna go see a movie that everyone else has already seen in theaters. That's a movie that's like, it's like a good movie, but it doesn't really fit your style or whatever. It's like if I saw Interstellar and I was like, okay, the movie was good, but it's like, where was Super Mario at, right? So it's gonna go in like, I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, finally, oh man, to close out the year, I committed the #1 Twitter cardinal sin. I played Danganronpa. I played Danganronpa I played Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. I played Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, and I have not finished it yet. I'm gonna very soon. I get the hype. I do. I get why people get so crazy for the characters. Because they're in a setting that implies more special characterization than what you could get in a different setting. Does it make sense? I don't know, dude. I've lost it all. But this game, this game's fun. The game is mostly about the characters. Yeah, that's what Danganronpa is. So I think it's fun, and then the trial system. I swear to God, for the first time I played this game, and like you equip like the perks you use for the trials. I thought it was gonna be like an RPG battle. I've never seen the class trial gameplay before, so I didn't know what I was doing there. But it was fun. It was good. I haven't finished it yet, but from what I played, it was fun and good and stuff. And I'm gonna get back to it soon. So, but what I'm gonna rate it right now is I'm going to rate it. I'm gonna rate it. Honestly, I'm probably gonna put it right here. Okay, that's it. That's all the. Am I a gamer if I only played? How many games is this? Like 28 games this year. Am I a real gamer if I only did that many? It's whatever, They were fun. They were fun. Yeah. My favorite game franchise is Mario, and I only played like 2 Mario games or 3 Mario games this year if you count Donkey Kong. But it's whatever. I like Mario. That's not gonna change anything. So yeah, this is my tier list for the year. There were how many games are actually on here that came out in 2025? It's like what, like 5? Yeah, like I think 5, maybe 6. 6, I think, yeah, 6. I think, honestly. Jesus, I'm not a very up-to-date gamer. But like, what else came out this year that I wanted to play? I wanted to play what? I wanted to play that new Dying Light. I don't know anything. I can't remember anything else though. So it's whatever, right? The most important thing is that you play games that you want to play and that you have fun with them. And I did. I mostly did for this year, despite how like stupid this year was. So, thank you for joining me. Have a happy new year, from your buddy Burger Dog, and I want you to remember this one thing. What is she doing with all that Mega Feraligatr?